shop is a disaster. Trying out some covers and just stuff everywhere. And this one got all tore down, fixed up the stringers, fresh carpet, fresh paint, rigged a nice new motor on it. I'll put some electronics on it in the spring and have it up for sale. But we gotta winterize him and wrap it up today. And we got a few other boats we gotta winterize and take care of. So I'll show you the pontoon. And Starla is going to be a little bit more of a project than we thought. I got to digging, I got a little curious before I get to this one, how much stuff I got to order. So if you take a peek in here, I went ahead and peeled the carpet back. And I noticed that some of this was delaminated. So I ripped a chunk up. And well, this is what the balsa core looks like. So this boat needs to be re-cored. We're going to split it, pull the cap off, dig all this out, put new balsa in, make sure she's stiff and she'll go 80-90 miles an hour and be safe, relatively. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be pretty cool when she's ready to go. I already promised her I'd love her and cherish her, so I will. This is the pontoon. This is an old Premier dug out of the woods. Acid washed the tubes, pulled it all apart, cleaned up the rails, put some seaweave on it, rigged up a Honda 50 because everyone loves a Honda 50. And for now we're just going to throw all the crap in there and cover it up. And this will be the first one for a winter project to put all back together. Carla, I'm sorry, you're third on the list. And then over here we got more boats. This here's our camping boat, owned her since I was 17. We just dragged her out in the woods down all the muddy trails and abused the heck out of her. Winterize the motor and stick it in the woods. This is the second project after the pontoon. This fishing boat has a rotten floor and bad carpet and needs to be redone. Not really worth it, but it's got sentimental value to a friend of mine, so I'll do him a solid and fix it all up. It's got a good motor. The Yamaha Pros are sweet, so you know, we'll make this a nice boat for him. It was his dad's, who recently passed, and he's got a kid now and wants to be able to take the family out in the boat, so we'll make it right for him. This is our boat, the war boat, I guess. She doesn't even have a name yet, does she?
No.
No. But this is purpose built. We bought the shell and then you know, did a bunch of welding and foam filling. And made a pretty sweet live well, and I'm pretty proud of this. It's got a 50-inch live well with the Lexan face, blue lights in it. A little bit cocky when you pull up to the access and that's all lit up full of walleyes or whatever you were fishing for that day. We don't take the best care of it because you really don't need to when it's nothing but aluminum. Put the 60 HO on there. Don't really treat it all that well, but we got to winterize her and put a water pump in at least and keep the maintenance up. This boat is the biggest boat you can fit under a bridge to a very special lake I like to fish, and we sort of scuffed her up going under there once, but is what it is. This is for fishing and not for looking at. This is a, gosh, what is that, a 1984 ski Nautique. Someone put a crappy, ugly tower on it and tried to put a bigger carb on the motor, and that didn't work out. So, you know, that'll be the last project of the winter. Hopefully, we got that one ready to go by July, and someone can have themselves a nice ski boat. Every day is for boats. But I did find and send Pops on a mission to go get a true tower of power. 6 cylinders of glory is 115 horsepower. All 6 cylinders have over 125 psi and under 130, but and it came with a racing prop, so all you gotta do is get yourself a handy Mercury lift ring, 1.25 rim. Well, how was the adventure to go get this thing, Pops?
Well, your direction things that said it took 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I knew that was total.
You didn't take the way the directions said, did you?
Doesn't matter.
You know, okay.
It maybe makes 5 minutes, 10 minutes max.
Ah.
You know what time I left
You just
here?
went the way you wanted to go, and it took you
Yeah,
about...
because I left here at 10 minutes after 9, and I pulled up in front of his trailer at noon.
So this came from... the Tower of Power. Come on, you only weigh 300 pounds. Get out here. Don't scratch the trim. We wouldn't want to wreck the only decent car we have. This came with the prop I need on accident. Once in a while you get away.
Just telling you, when they print this shit out, the computer has no idea what the real world is like. It just goes 127 miles, 2 hours, and 7 minutes. There's no...
Cleaning and organizing the shop and trying to get boats in here so that that sweet thing can get played with. I found a 26 pitch chopper prop for it, but you know, RahRah had to go and hit a deer and crunch with her bumper cover, and got lucky on the mechanical side of things, but damn it. So there's still a bit of cleanup to do on the old truck, and go to the junkyard and get a new bumper cover, and we gotta paint that. And we can put this back together. And then we can finish cleaning up and get back to bolts. Well, every day is for boats. We did enough of boats. We've shrink wrapped 440 some. Kind of on call now, waiting for a few more. But snow is coming, so we got to get this rig having all-wheel drive again, because you know, terrible troubles, and the ABS module wouldn't talk to the gosh dang computer, and we gotta sell 2 rigs because we don't need that many. We gotta make some money. But mostly it's gonna snow tomorrow, and I got rid of the Polaris finally, because every time you sneezed at it, it broke. I got tired of wrenching on it just so I could use it to plow the driveway. It was very frustrating. Oh, the really sweet Yamaha. New tires, all the seals are sweet. It's just a doll of a machine. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a winch. I do still have a plow, and I can make the plow mount work. But where you're supposed to put a winch on these guys, they're a little smaller than what I'm used to. You're supposed to put the winch way here. And well, these bars are bent, and you know, the mount they give you doesn't quite line up anymore, and probably never did in the first place because they can't be bent that far off. Nah, wasn't going to work anyway. But to me, going down the Stewart Trail or something, that's pushing it through the mud. I don't want to push my winch through the mud. And boy howdy, that plow is pretty big. I'd like to lift her up a little higher. I figured I got a welder. When you have a welder, anything is pretty much whatever you want, as long as you got a few chunks of steel laying around or something, you know. So I'll pop that grill out, maybe get rid of this plastic piece. We might try to put it back in after we chop it up a little bit. I figure the winch should go right there. Don't you?
Yeah.